Desperate 911 calls from a school under siege.
Hi, Chardon High School. We had shots fired, gunshots, multiple gunshots.
911. Chardon High School, we need police up here. Was there someone in the building with a gun?
Yeah.
In a world where we yearn for school shootings to be relegated to the annals of history, a hauntingly different truth endures, trailing devastation in its wake. As those responsible are sentenced to life in prison, their reactions range from showing no emotion to feeling deep regret. Here's a glimpse into how the top 10 school shooters respond when they face the consequences of their actions. Number 10. Carneal. On December 1, 1997, a teenager named Carneal harbored a sinister plan. He concealed a shotgun and a rifle disguised as an art project, carrying a loaded pistol in his backpack. Arriving at school with his sister around 7:45 a.m., he wore earplugs, pulled out the pistol, and fired at a group of students, ending with 10 rounds. The chilling act claimed the lives of 3 girls and severely injured 5 others. Carneal had a history of bullying, anxiety, depression, and paranoia. Diagnosed with schizotypal personality disorder, later revised to schizophrenia, he pleaded guilty due to mental illness. The plea deal led to a life sentence with parole possible after 25 years. Expressing remorse, Carneal cited delusions and paranoia, but emphasized stabilizing with therapy and medication. His parole prospects dimmed when he revealed he still hears the voices that drove him to the tragic shooting. Number 9. TJ Lane. On February 27, 2012, a shooting unfolded at Chardon High School, claiming 3 lives and injuring 3 others. The incident occurred in the cafeteria, where chaos erupted as a male student, identified as TJ Lane, began firing. Arrested and admitting to the shooting, he could not explain his actions. Despite questioning his mental state, he was deemed fit to stand trial. During his court hearings, his lack of remorse became evident as he reveled in his actions, even removing his shirt to display a killer t-shirt. Even the judge noted his unrepentant attitude. He displayed little concern for the gravity of the situation, even disrespecting a victim's family. Lane received 3 life sentences without parole. However, he briefly escaped custody at Allen Oakwood Correctional Institution, later recaptured. Number 8. Dimitrios Pagortzis. In May 2018, a tragic school shooting unfolded at Santa Fe High School in Santa Fe, Texas, claiming the lives of 10 individuals, including 8 students and 2 teachers. Another 13 were wounded. The perpetrator, 17-year-old student Dimitrios Pagortzis, opened fire in an art class at 7:32 a.m. during the attack, which took place in the school's art complex. After a staff member pulled a fire alarm, most of the school evacuated. Although once an honor roll student and football player, Pagortzis' journals revealed his intentions to take his life and publicize his story after the shooting. He faced charges of capital murder and aggravated assault against a police officer. Held without bond, he could face parole after 40 years. Despite his calm demeanor in court, he showed no remorse for his actions. Number 7. Sky Bush. In a terrifying incident on April 20th, 2018, Sky Bush, a resident of Crystal River, carried out a shooting at Forest High School in Ocala, Florida. Armed with a sawed-off shotgun hidden in a guitar case and wearing a tactical vest under his backpack, Bush fired through a door, injuring a 17-year-old student. Bush confessed that his actions were fueled by built-up frustration stemming from his troubled upbringing, marked by mental illness, violence, and neglect. Court proceedings revealed that he aimed to draw attention through fear, influenced by his research into school shootings. At his trial, Bush's lack of remorse was palpable, as he offered a shocking explanation for his actions, revealing a disturbing indifference. Despite requesting a lighter sentence, he was denied by the judge. Consequently, he received a 30-year prison term and an additional 30 years of probation upon release, with a requirement to serve at least 25 years. Number 6. Barry Dale Lukaitis. On February 2, 1996, a school shooting unfolded at Frontier Middle School in Moses Lake, Washington, USA. The perpetrator, 14-year-old Barry Dale Lukaitis, tragically took the lives of his algebra teacher and 2 students, while also holding his classmates hostage. Lukaitis arrived at school dressed in a Wild West-style outfit, armed with a hunting rifle and handguns belonging to his father. Psychologists diagnosed Lukitis with depression or bipolar disorder, while others suggested a dysthymic disorder. The trial, garnering media attention, was moved to Seattle, Washington. Lukitis initially pleaded insanity, but later apologized for his actions during a resentencing in 2017. Following a decision by the U.S. Supreme Court, Lukitis, who was convicted while under 18, was sentenced to 189 years in prison, as the court disallowed automatic life terms without parole for juveniles. Number 5. Caleb Sharp. On September 13, 2017, Caleb Sharp unleashed a deadly shooting at Freeman High School, taking a life and injuring 3 girls. In court, as surveillance footage of the tragedy played, Amy Strahan, a mother of 1 victim, tearfully watched, her resolve unbroken. Sharp's parents closed their eyes, while Sharp, displaying no remorse, remained unreactive. During the hearing, he finally offered a public apology, acknowledging his remorse, though he knew he could never fully atone for his actions. Sharp's defense argued for leniency, citing his age and immaturity during the shooting. The judge, however, disagreed. Sentenced to nearly 46 years to life in prison, Sharp must serve 35 years before requesting release, subject to a review board's evaluation. Number 4. Nicholas Cruz. Nicholas Cruz's history of behavioral issues dates back to his preschool years, leading him to switch schools 6 times in 3 years due to problems. In 2018, at 19 years old, he perpetrated a deadly shooting at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, claiming 17 lives and injuring 17 others. After fleeing the scene and being apprehended by law enforcement, Cruz received a life without parole sentence from Judge Elizabeth Shearer. Families of the victims confronted Cruz during 2 days of impact statements, expressing their pain and urging for justice. While Cruz displayed little emotion, his actions and the judge's sentence aimed to provide some closure and security for the victims' families, even though true healing remains an ongoing and difficult process. Number 3. Ethan Crumley. Oxford High School became a scene of devastation on November 30, 2021, when 15-year-old Ethan Crumley carried out one of Michigan's most devastating school shootings. Armed with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun, which he obtained just days earlier, he fulfilled his chilling journal entry's promise of causing a historic school shooting. Crumley took 3 lives and injured 8 others. On April 24, 2023, in court, Crumley, clad in an orange jumpsuit and mask, pleaded guilty to all charges, admitting to killing 4 students and wounding 7, including a teacher. Amid tears, Crumley confirmed the victims' names and divulged retrieving the gun from an unlocked home container. Facing potential life imprisonment, Crumley showed no emotion during the plea, though his attorney stressed his remorsefulness. Initially planned as an insanity plea, Crumley's choice to plead guilty reflected the complexity of his defense. Number 2. Devin Erickson. Devin Erickson faced 46 charges for his involvement in the shooting death of Kendrick Castillo, a brave 18-year-old who attempted to thwart the attack at STEM school Highlands Ranch near Denver. Partnered with fellow student Alec McKinney, Erickson, then 18, received a mandatory life sentence due to his age during the 2019 incident. Following an emotional hearing where survivors recounted their trauma, Judge Teresa Michelle Slade added numerous years to Erickson's sentence. Targeting a darkened classroom during their senior year movie session, the duo entered through separate doors to maximize casualties. Erickson showed minimal emotion in court, declining to speak. The judge found him guilty on all counts, highlighting the community's search for closure and the far-reaching impact of gun violence. Number 1. Brandon Spencer. Brandon Spencer, a 21-year-old man, received a 40-year-to-life prison sentence after being convicted of shooting 4 individuals at a Halloween party on the University of Southern California campus. Emotional court proceedings saw Spencer pounding his forehead and sobbing as his sentence was read. While his defense attorney advocated for leniency, highlighting his employment as a licensed security guard and college aspirations, the prosecution presented him as a gang-involved criminal, using tweets as evidence. Spencer, a documented gang member, apologized in court, but clarified he was sorry for the victim's ordeal, not for the crime. Deputy District Attorney Antonella Nistarescu argued that the shooting stemmed from a feud with a rival gang member. Spencer's jail time has taken a toll, manifesting in physical and emotional challenges, despite family and friends' support. We appreciate your feedback on the video. Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you found this video enjoyable, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel before you go. Thank you for watching.